In Chapter 6, we witnessed Arjuna's journey through the challenges of mastering the mind. Krishna spoke of meditation as the key to spiritual mastery, teaching us how to control the restless mind and achieve inner peace. But as we meditate, as we become more still, a new truth arises, the truth of the divine, of the vast, boundless reality that exists beyond this mind and body. And so in Chapter 7, Krishna shifts our focus from the practice of meditation to the understanding of the divine itself. This chapter reveals the nature of God, the ultimate reality, and how we can come to truly know it. Arjuna, in his deep yearning for understanding, asks Krishna to explain the essence of God. Krishna, I wish to understand the nature of the divine, the supreme truth. What is your form, and how do we come to know you? Arjuna's question is one we all ask at some point in our lives. What is God? Where is God? How do I connect with the divine? Krishna answers Arjuna's question by beginning to reveal the vastness of the divine, something beyond the comprehension of the human mind. I am the Supreme Being, the source of all creation, Krishna declares. He teaches us that the divine is both immanent and transcendent, present in everything, yet beyond everything. God is the life force, the consciousness that sustains all beings, and yet the divine is beyond the reach of the senses, beyond the limited confines of the material world. But Krishna doesn't leave us in the abstract. He reveals a path, a way to recognize the divine in the world, a way to realize the truth of our own being. Those who seek me with sincerity, who are free from doubt and devotion, will see me as the ultimate reality, he says. This is the key: devotion, surrender, and purity of heart. The seeker who approaches the divine with humility and love will be guided to the truth. Krishna continues, out of thousands of people, only a few strive for the path of knowledge. Of those who strive, only a few reach the truth. This is a challenging statement. It reveals the rarity and difficulty of the path of self-realization. The truth is hidden, not because it is distant, but because we have clouded our vision with attachments and desires. The mind, as we saw in Chapter 6, is turbulent and distracted, which makes it difficult to see the divine presence in everything. The path to realization requires effort, but it also requires grace. In this chapter, Krishna gives us a deeper understanding of what it means to truly know God. He says, I am the essence of all beings, the power that animates the universe. I am the intelligence in the wise, the light in the sun, and the warmth in the fire. Without me, nothing exists. Here, Krishna shows us that God is not just an abstract idea. God is the very essence of the world, the intelligence behind every thought, the energy behind every action. God is present in the physical world and in every living being. But knowing the divine is not just about intellectual understanding. It's about direct experience. Krishna teaches that knowledge of the divine comes through devotion, through surrender. The wise who have realized the self see the divine presence in everything. They see no distinction between themselves and others, for they know that all beings are manifestations of the same divine energy, he says. The ultimate knowledge is not intellectual but experiential, the direct perception of oneness with all that exists. As we delve deeper into Krishna's teachings, we learn that the world is an illusion, an ever-changing display of the eternal truth. The material world, with all its forms, is temporary. The objects of desire are fleeting, and their pleasures are short-lived. The material world is like a dream, and the joys and sorrows of this world are like the play of shadows, Krishna says. The true joy, the eternal bliss, comes from knowing the divine and realizing that the world, though beautiful, is only a reflection of the deeper truth. One of the most powerful teachings of this chapter is the concept of God as both personal and impersonal. Krishna speaks of the two aspects of the divine, the formless, transcendent consciousness that is beyond all perception, and the personal form, the Lord with whom we can develop a personal relationship. I am both the formless absolute and the personal God, Krishna explains. This dual nature of the divine allows the seeker to approach the divine in whichever way resonates most with them. Whether you relate to God as a formless, all-pervading presence, or as a personal deity to whom you can offer your love and devotion, both paths lead to the same ultimate truth. Krishna's teachings in Chapter 7 are not just about the pursuit of knowledge. They are about the cultivation of wisdom. Wisdom is not knowledge for the sake of knowing, but knowledge that transforms the heart. The wise person sees through the illusions of the world and perceives the divine presence in everything. The person who sees the divine presence in all beings and all beings in the divine is truly wise, Krishna tells us. This wisdom comes from spiritual practice, from devotion, and from understanding the interconnectedness of all life. Krishna also speaks of the importance of freeing ourselves from the bonds of attachment and desire. The person who is attached to the material world, to the fleeting joys of the senses, is far from realizing the divine. The path to liberation lies in releasing these attachments and focusing on the eternal truth. Those who are attached to the fleeting world are caught in the cycle of birth and death, Krishna warns. Only by transcending desire can we reach the state of freedom and union with the divine. At the end of the chapter, Krishna offers a promise. Those who have unwavering devotion to me, those who are free from doubt and ego, will surely reach me. This is the essence of chapter 7. The realization that the path to the divine is through the heart. It is through devotion, love, and surrender that we transcend the limitations of the mind and come to know the truth of who we are. The seeker who truly surrenders to the divine, who seeks with a pure heart, will find that God is not distant but present in every moment, in every breath. As we close chapter 7, we are reminded that this path is not for the faint of heart. It is the journey of a warrior, the journey of self-transformation. But the rewards are beyond measure. The experience of oneness with the divine, the realization of the eternal truth, and the liberation of the soul. The journey is long, but every step is a step closer to the ultimate freedom. And as we move into chapter 8, Krishna will take us deeper into the nature of the soul, the process of death, and the journey beyond this life. He will teach us about the final step of the journey, the return to the divine. Stay with us as we continue this sacred exploration.